I need to switch it on. There we go, sorry, I'm on. Good job I noticed. For those people that follow the channel on a regular basis, will look at this TV and think, oh, I know what that is. That looks like, doesn't it? It looks like an LG, which it is, obviously. I mean, let me just, you can see from the front, and it's got the LG logo. So it looks just like a standard LG LED TV from the front, but actually from the back, it must be just one of the very early LED TVs, because the back of this TV, which I'll show you, looks like one of LG's older LCD TVs. And I must admit, it's a model number that I've never seen before. A 42 LA330C. And it's from June 2015. Oh, wow. Is this more than a, is this more like a monitor than a... Well, it could be. I've got a funny feeling that it looks like this has got a tuner in it. See, this is used in a gym, and sometimes this could be used for more display purposes than TV purposes. It's weird how it's only got one HDMI. Have we got any more HDMIs on the side? Yeah, there's, okay, so we've got two. I just don't remember this model number. And with the look of the board being quite, well, it looks like one of LG's older boards. But with the look of that, made me think that it was from, you know, 2009, 2010, but it's not. So it's an LED TV, and I think it's got a backlight problem, so I'm just going to test that now. So let's plug it in and find out what the issue is. So I'm rather hoping the backlights in here are the standard, is this a 42? Yeah. Standard 42, of which I should have some up at the unit, and I can go and grab them tomorrow. I'm not really having a repair day today, I'm having a diagnose. I've got about a dozen televisions that are waiting for diagnosis, not repair. You know, I normally spend a quarter of an hour diagnosing something, telling the customer how much, and then ordering the part. Or if I got the part in stock, getting the part. And I've got a whole day of diagnosing today, so I don't think I'm going to get any repairs. I don't think this repair is going to be done today. I might do a follow-up, so you may see the whole video as one, because that will mean that I will go and fetch the backlights if I think I have them in stock. Right, let's take it off and let's have a look what screen is in there. And it is, it's the usual it's just got a different power board and a different main board too. You know, I would say the more modern sets, but there is something about this which is different, and I can't really put my finger on it. I mean, you know, it's got an in and an out for the computer, which is, this was made more for monitoring purposes. But anyway, I haven't even plugged it in and tested it, have I? I've taken the back off this, and I've not seen it. It may have lines on it. I've just automatically presumed, as we do from time to time, that this has got a backlight problem. That may not be the case. I'm jumping the gun a bit. Not for the first time, but anyway, let's plug in and see. I may have a screen issue. Right, I'll switch off the dazzling lights. Switch on. We have a standby light Oh, well, we did have a standby light. That's just gone out, which probably means the TV has come on. Let me try and switch it to standby. Can't switch it to standby with that, as it's got no batteries in. I've got my service remote here. I'm sure I saw my service remote earlier. Maybe I didn't. Now the service remote will be in the car. Okay, I get frustrated when I can't find remote controls, because I do try and keep everything in such a uniformed way. Well, there's an LG remote here. I'll just have to use that. This one should work. Right, sorry, back to where we were. Well, I can't seem to operate this TV for some particular reason. I don't know why. Just doesn't want to play ball, so I'm just going to swap batteries over. Oh, different batteries. It's not a good sign when you can't even get a remote. It's always very frustrating. So I don't know if that remote's dead. Going to operate it for now. We're using the buttons on the back. See if I can switch it to... and this one hasn't got any buttons on the back, which is why it's coming straight on. This has got buttons on the side here. Right, so plan B. Just see if I see anything on the screen. Sometimes we see an LG look. Oh, did I see something then? No. Switch all the lights out just in case that helps. Oh, yes, I see something there. So we do have a backlight issue. If I press that, we can see a number. I can see the channels going up and down, etc. I don't know if you can. Let me just... Well, I could, and now I've put the camera down there. It's stopped. There we go, look. Can you see the numbers going up and down? So we've got a backlight issue on this. Fair enough. That's the diagnosis of this one. I thought it was going to be different because the TV looked different. I thought it was one of the very first models. But it's kind of the same old usual problem. So I will go looking for a set of backlights, obviously. Not very exciting. But... Hello. It's very cold. Saturday afternoon. I've just switched the heating on, but I only switched it on about 5 minutes ago, and it takes about 10 minutes to kick in. But it will kick in, and it will be jolly nice. I've got two to test. Well, not test, but diagnose. So I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. I doubt very much these are going to get repaired today, unless it's something silly like a fuse. And when is it ever something silly like a fuse? Both of them are Vestels. What else has come in today? 55-inch LG, and we've got a 55-inch. Well, I think it's a 55-inch Bush Vestel that will look after this. This is obviously another Vestel, but this time under the badge of a Toshiba 40L 3863DB. These are quite old now, aren't they? Oh no, it's only 2019. I beg your pardon. I thought this was going to be about 2015. I've got no idea what's wrong with them. And when I say I've got no idea, I don't even know if they're coming on, switching on, backlights are blue, no backlights. I really don't know. Because the guy that brought them to me is from another TV shop and doesn't tell me. So we'll have a look. First thing we're always looking for is to see if that goes green, blue, no, green, red on these, isn't it? And it does. I've got some Toshiba remote controls here. Might as well test out if something's going to work. That one doesn't. I would have thought that one would have done it, wouldn't you? Can't tell these days. I used to be an expert on TV. Oh yes, it would have done. Batteries were just a bit weird. Anyway, TV is turning on. Ooh, bit dark. Picture was dark. Okay, I'm sure you can see that. The picture looks quite light. But I'm sure you can see with the TV picture behind here on that one. So it's a backlight issue. It's got to be a new set of backlights, isn't it? Let's just have a look in the back to see that the backlights are also flickering, if we can see. I can see. Yeah, they're looking a bit blue and they're flickering. I would say that's a new set of backlights. So I'm going to say it. It's a new set of backlights. So that was quite an easy diagnosis, really, wasn't it? So I just need to find and order the backlights from that model number, which is something I tend to do my ordering while tucked in bed. Electric blanket on, and I'm all tucked up, and I go on my phone, and then I either order from China or eBay all the bits I have to do throughout the day. What a life! It sounds very luxurious being tucked up in a warm bed at the moment because it's cold. So that was quite easy. So bear with me, and I'll now go and fetch the 55-inch in, and we'll see what's going on with that. I did tell the woman off who brought this in, because she'd packed it. It's another Toshiba. It's another Vestel Toshiba. Yes, she did, didn't she? Look at that. I don't think it's cracked. I do think it's cracked. You've cracked the screen. She's cracked the screen on that. What a waste. An absolute waste. She has cracked her blooming screen. It's not recording. Right, is that working now? Sorry, I just was rabbiting on, and then suddenly realised that the camera was not moving, it had frozen. I did tell the lady off when she brought this TV in, because she brought it in a box, which is always very good, but she had the plug dangling down this side of the screen like that. And I said to her, oh, you could have caused some damage transporting it like that. Oh, no, I think it's okay. No, I've only just done, usual excuses. Well, the first thing I notice is there's a big scratch there, and I'm afraid, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a nasty pattern just there, and she's cracked the screen. And the crack goes all the way back to there. So let me plug it in just to see if it does have any power. I'm not too sure. Where are the switches for these? Well, there's no standby light anywhere. Or is there? There's a light at the back I can see that's on, but that could be my monitor. There are some people that do smash the screen, and then of course they don't know what a smashed screen looks like, so they think it's a fault. There's a little toggle switch here. Anyway, I'm not even going to entertain. More than likely it would have needed a new power board or a new main board, obviously one of the two, because she said it was dead. But I'll just see if I can, maybe you can see. Not always. But there's a big crack there, and it's gone all the way along there. So, what I thought was going to be an eventful afternoon, I was going to spend a couple of hours in here doing some diagnosing, has turned out to be very unfruitful. But what can I do? I need the model number of the other one to order some backlights. 40L3963DB. I'm sure I can remember that. I'll take a photograph of it anyway. So there you go. That's sometimes just a quick synopsis of what I do. Just a quick 5 minutes diagnosing TVs that have been brought in and ordering the parts. Of course, I am warning customers at the moment that any parts that come from either, well, whether it's China or eBay. In fact, China's probably going to be quicker than eBay at the moment with the amount of postal strikes. Depends if they're using private couriers when it gets to the UK or not. But yes, we're saying to customers, because of postal strikes, we've got no idea how long it's going to take for parts to arrive. Sometimes it's 2 to 3 days. With the amount of postal strikes lined up for December, it could be 2 to 3 weeks. You have to warn customers about these things, because all customers always say, it's the same old story, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm not in a rush, there's no panic. And then 24 hours later they're on the phone. What's wrong with my TV? Have you found out yet? But anyway, the big one can't be fixed. I'll order some backlights for the little one. Have a great weekend, people. Speak soon.